Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the opening possession of the game. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtime. Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe 2-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. He's got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Walters. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 7-yard line, and they are threatening. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. 1 Back to pass. The screen, he can go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Great job by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Georgia! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ramling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This feels like behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. It's still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. The Ramling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Jackson will throw. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in Toulouse, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That's caught. It's Powell. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 35, he's loose. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give out of the gun. Steamrolls his way ahead. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man quickly. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This dog crowd is off the leash and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Past the 40. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got it. Here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. He missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Jackson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramling Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're gonna mark him just a little short. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Maddox. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Runs through a tackle. Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now he's looking to throw it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Yellow Jackets, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. There he goes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Walters. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Dogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Jackson will throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Scott. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy is really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Ramling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. We have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. The Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Taylor. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense not showing press coverage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Georgia comes quickly to the line. And he's just going to spike it.
The ball on the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And so the Ramling Wreck make it all the way to the finish line as Georgia Tech takes this edition of Clean Old-Fashioned Hate. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.